Joshua Williamson and Xermanico unleash the multiverse as Darkseid's plan to crack into the Omniverse begins, but the Justice Incarnate and the now zombified Roy Harper will do anything to prevent the villain from gaining even more godlike power, but it might come at the cost of their lives to do so. Joshua Williamson concludes his absolutely epic Infinite Frontier event with an issue that lays everything on the table, then completely flips that table out the window with its final couple of pages. I absolutely loved, again, we got a focus on these unique characters like Infinity Inc. and Obsidian, and even having Obsidian be the kind of catalyst that helps Roy Harper not just get back from the darkness, but also back to life. Kind of putting all the toys back in the box after the writer was done with them so a new writer can take them over, which I imagine will be happening in the Titans book or something like that. Williamson also revealed what Darkseid truly wanted, and it was done in such a masterful way, and the build-up of tension was just so damn exciting to that big reveal of what it was he's after. And it's even more so exciting thanks to him honouring a lot of Grant Morrison's multiversity stuff by involving stuff like the Empty Hand and by extension the Gentry, among other high tier threats like Eclipso and the Upside Down Man as well. I just think it's so damn cool that Darkseid is getting involved with all these different villains since they are all definitely a multiversal threat. No one hero or even one Earth's lot of heroes can handle, so getting them all together definitely requires a multiverse of heroes to deal with this. The true scale of the event is really shown right there at the end with the reveal that the original Earth 2 has survived and it's become this sort of wasteland of different Earths being destroyed on it, and Pryor is there, the original Pryor from Crisis of Infinite Earths, and he's there just becoming jaded and becoming much like DC Comic fans who are very jaded with how crises happen every 2 to 3 years and he has to sit there and just watch them and not be able to do anything, and it's frustrating and jading him and everything. So I like that kind of meta commentary that's there, and I'm intrigued to see where that story definitely goes because that's something I did not see happening in this issue at all. Xermanico returns to the book as the sole artist for the big finale, and wow, he totally outdid himself over his previous issues. His previous issues were fucking fantastic, but this is where he just blows himself out of the water and did some beautiful spreads depicting the multiversal war, as well as 2 brilliant spreads that literally are just the light and the dark, you know, the 2 forces of good and evil, and I like that it's literally just white and black pages, and they both done extremely well and at really great parts of the story that help sell this grand cosmic scale of the entire event. Infinite Frontier issue 6 finished up Joshua Williamson's first chapter in his epic multiversal saga for DC Comics, satisfying my want for great action, connective continuity between all eras of DC Comics, and also setting up the next year for fantastic comics from the company, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Infinite Frontier issue 6 finds Barry Allen doing the 2 things he does best, running and trying to save the multiverse, as outside his Speed Force cage, the heroes of the multiverse battle Darkseid's minions while the god himself does his usual villainous monologue about wanting to crack through their multiverse and into the Omniverse, using the Omega Lantern as a key thanks to controlling his power, and with it he'll control the power from beyond the veil. Jade and Obsidian take offense with this, but the zombified Roy is sent after them, and thanks to Obsidian's history with darkness and how he overcame his own darkness, the hero was able to break Roy free from the ring's hold. The multiverse's finest, President Superman and Flashpoint Batman, meanwhile battle Machine Head, who reveals his puffy monster face as he seeks revenge on the Flashpoint universe by wanting to kill Flashpoint Batman. Thomas Wayne, however, won't go down without a fight, as the Dark Knight is held by Superman, who knocks the Machine Head out once he removes his helmet with one mighty punch, before racing faster than a speeding bullet at the device trapping Flash, obliterating it in an extraordinary flash of light. In the aftermath, the heroes find that the Flash is missing, and the villains and people like Mr. Bones have been changed back to normal, including Roy Harper, but Darkseid offers one final ominous warning, since what they have done has prevented him from accessing the Omniverse. Psycho Pirate quickly rushes off to appear in another DC book elsewhere as Machine Head tries to demand Darkseid continue the plan, and he can still go ahead with it. it. The villain learns the hard way that you don't speak back to Darkseid, as the villain obliterates him with the Omega beams before turning the beams on everyone else, but instead of killing the heroes, he teleports them all the way back to their respective worlds, with the Justice Incarnate taken back to the House of Heroes, where Calvin knows that they were given a head start and they need to quickly find the Flash and crack into the Omniverse before Darkseid can. Days later on Earth Zero, people are growing accustomed to being part of something larger than them, even trying out some beer which is rumoured to be brewed within the multiverse, making Cameron Chase tell Roy Harper that they are actively investigating that now that she owns the DEO outright. Thanks to this, she's able to find out that Darkseid and Psycho Pirate didn't succeed in whatever they were planning with the Omniverse, and Mr. Bones has rattled his way into the wind, with Chase not knowing where he is going to turn up next. Roy is intrigued to know how Bones even got the woman on board, and it's revealed that Chase saw a video of her different versions of herself from the multiverse, and it made her question which one was the better version of her out there and which one was the bad version. But thanks to the recent events, she knows she's the great version of herself. Roy meanwhile has decided it's time to get back to living, since now he has a new lease on life, and he heads to the Titans Academy to reunite with some old friends. On the hidden Earth Omega though, Darkseid continues his scheming, with Extract now helping him as his right-hand woman, along with his now united family. They aren't the only ones who have awakened to the power now in the multiverse, as the Empty Hand, the Upside Down Man, Eclipso, and Necron are all ready to vie for the power Darkseid wants. Darkseid knows that Earth Omega was never actually a world, it was a piece of a resting enemy that now awakens, and while he isn't the only one who seeks power, he is the only one who will control the great darkness. Lost in the Speed Force, the Flash continues running, suddenly realizing Psycho Pirate trapped him there and he needs to warn the Justice League and Justice Incarnate on what is happening, but he suddenly blows out of the Speed Force, landing on the original Earth 2, the world that was killed in the Crisis of Infinite Earths, where a voice welcomes him to Multiverse 2. The voice says he was made to watch as each world was swallowed and erased by darkness, as the voice is revealed to belong to Prior, who wonders if the hero knows what it's like to not have anyone heed his words and also watch as worlds are destroyed one after the other. He knows that there is another way as he touches Flash, knowing that they need to move on and let the real multiverse live. Flash relives his death from Crisis of Infinite Earths as he is sent to Earth Flash 1, where he is left to live out a happy life with his extended family as Prior watches over the Flash's world.